Welcome back to the Level Up with Lacey podcast. I'm excited to be with you guys today. I have been looking forward to this episode for a while now. We titled it, Are You Afraid of What People Think? Because same. So I'm in the same boat with you guys, and that's why I wanted to talk about it and how I have stepped up to the plate the last several years, I'll say inside of salon ownership, and not giving a shit what other people think, because I certainly care what other people think. And I don't think you're human if you just say, I don't care what other people think. I don't believe you. You do. It's in our nature. It's who we are. But we cannot let it affect every decision in our life and keep us stuck. So, are you scared of what other people think or what they might say? Are you scared to raise your prices? Scared to have a conversation with an employee or a team member or a renter? Scared to change your pricing structure or compensation model? Scared to start a side gig, like maybe one-on-one coaching or an education platform for other salon owners, and you're worried about what other people will think? Maybe you're scared to open a second location or expand your current one or downsize or sell your salon. Do you guys sit on these thoughts, and do these thoughts hold you back? That's what I want to ask you guys today inside this episode. All right. I think that a lot of salon owners are making business decisions based on how they are going to be perceived instead of what's actually best for their business and their life, your life. Okay. And I'm asking you guys because this is something I've struggled with. I've caught myself doing these exact same things inside of my businesses, and my life. So I want to talk to you guys today about all the things that we get hung up on or procrastinate due to the fear of what other people think. It's hard. Okay. And like I said, I'm not here to tell you to stop caring. That's not what episode is about. It's not realistic. It's not the point of this episode, okay? The point is to normalize these thoughts and to make sure they're not the reason that you stay stuck or play small. You can either build a business that makes sense to everyone else, be a people pleaser, or you can build a business that actually moves you forward. But most of the time, you don't get both. All right? Other people's opinion of you and your business and your decisions is none of your goddamn business. It's not. These fears could be controlling your decisions, and that's not necessarily a good thing. It's actually kind of a bad thing, I think. And here's the crazy part. They tend to show up in the same 3 areas over and over and over again. And we're going to talk about those 3 areas. We're going to put them into 3 different buckets, is what I'm going to call them. Your clients, your team, and other people in the industry. Okay? So we're going to break it down into buckets. Number 1, we're going to talk about client-facing fears. So if you are a hairstylist, salon owner, artist, independent contractor, suite renter, you're probably going to have a lot of these fears, okay? If you've stepped into salon ownership, or number 2, we're going to talk about team-based fears, all right? And then number 3, we're going to talk about industry peer fear, all right? And some of you guys can relate with some of these as well, okay? Some of these will fall into 1 or 2 or possibly 3 of the same categories. They can be a client-facing fear and an employee fear, or a team-based fear and an industry peer fear, okay? So the first one that we're going to just dive right into is client-facing fear. You are so worried about what your clients might think that you're undercharging, overworking, or overanalyzing every single thing inside your business. And I'm going to give you guys some examples. Let's see if you're like, oh, I can relate, Lacey, okay? You might be scared or afraid to raise your prices because you're scared of what your clients are going to think. You might be scared to charge a cancellation fee because you don't want to piss anyone off. They might not come back. You might be scared to enforce a no-show policy or switch to hourly pricing or any new pricing model for that fact, okay? You might be scared to charge for consultations or to cut back a day behind the chair. What are your clients going to think if you take Thursdays off or Wednesdays? Or you might be scared to stop working evenings and weekends. And your biggest block, what will my clients think? Think about this for a second. You might even be scared to implement an assistant program or hire anyone because you're so worried about what your guests are going to say and that you're going to lose that touch with them, or that they don't want anyone else to touch their hair, or they only want you. Like all these stories that you are making up and telling yourself right now. None of these things are true. Okay. All of these fears are running your business and your life and keeping you stuck right now. So I want to ask, why do you care so much? Why do you care what they think? I think to an extent we should. Okay. Are you scared because you're scared of losing them? I think that's what a lot of you guys might say is like with client-based fears, that I'm scared that the client is not going to stay with me anymore. If I enforce this fee because they didn't show up or they were late, whatever it may be, they might not come back to me and I need the money. Okay. But instead, you have no boundaries and you're letting your clients walk all over you. Okay. So I want to ask, do you not believe in yourself to be able to market your business, say efficiently, to get new guests in to make up for these ones that might not take the jump with you if you enforce these policies? I want you to believe in yourself. Okay. So here's what I want you to do. If you have any of these fears, these client-facing fears, we all have them. I've had them. Scared to raise my prices. Absolutely. Scared of what, in the very beginning, first 2 years of working with an assistant, what are they going to think if Katie blow dries their hair? Okay. I want you to make the decision anyway. If this has been on your mind for a while, any of these things, make the decision. You're either doing it or you're not. We're not procrastinating anymore. If you want to do it, let's do it. Okay. Raise your prices, set the boundary, change your schedule. Let people respond how they want to. That's their decision after you made yours. The goal isn't to avoid losing people or clients. The goal is to build something strong enough that the right people stay, and they will. I believe in making intentional, strategic, data-driven decisions. And if any of these things have been on your mind for a while now, it's not random at all. You've been thinking about it. You've been researching. You know what you're doing, or it wouldn't be here. The time is now. Honestly, the time was yesterday. Okay. So make the move. And I put in notes right here, LFG. If you got kids, earmuffs, let's fucking go. You can either protect your image or build your life, but you don't get both. Okay. All right, let's jump into bucket number 2. Team-based fear. How many of you guys have team members? Raise your hand. And you're scared to do anything because you're scared of losing or someone quitting, losing team members, losing employees, losing renters because they're going to quit. They don't like it. What about this? What about this? And you are a slave to your own business. I'm raising my hand because I've been there. I've done that. I have been here on every single one of these team-based fears. Okay. You're afraid of being the bad guy. So you avoid being a leader, the leader that you should show up to be, because you don't want to be, I'll say, not liked. You don't want to be the bad person. You might be scared of being too close with your employees or even being too distant. Okay. You might be scared to hold someone accountable and call them out. You might be scared to have a crucial conversation with a team member that needs to be had, or to change a salon policy, or to implement a new salon policy. You might be scared to change your commission rate, or change your compensation model, or raise your prices, or change someone's prices. Because you might think, I don't want them to think I'm a bitch. Okay? You might be scared to work less behind the chair. or to take more time off, or to charge significantly more than anyone on your team. I literally just had a conversation with a salon owner in the last month about this one. Her prices were about the same as her people. I'm like, something's wrong here. Okay. You might be scared to delegate things you used to do, the things you no longer have time for, or that don't spark joy in your life and in your business. And you might be scared to delegate these things. What are they going to think if I don't do these anymore? Am I going to lose control? Or are they going to think I'm too good? Or they might think I'm lazy, greedy, not working if I cut back my time from behind the chair. Okay, what about these? You might be scared to write someone up, fire someone, demote someone, not renew someone's contract or renter. What if they tell people I'm a bad boss? Oh, can we talk about this one for a second? You know how many people have said I'm a bad boss? Lots. They don't necessarily say it to my face, but they'll sure go on social media and say it. They'll make a reel about it, a story. Do you think that I believe that I'm a bad boss or a bad owner? I don't. I think I am and was an amazing salon owner. Okay. The cost of being liked by everyone is usually being true to no one, especially yourself. So I'm going to say that again. The cost of being liked by everyone is usually being true to no one, especially to yourself. Okay. I think that this bucket, is the hardest bucket and the hardest conversations to have is when you have a team. At least it has been for me. I was scared to do things with my clients and to raise prices and to make those business decisions. But I think when you have a team, to me, these were harder and took me longer, I'll say, to believe in myself, to get over some of these fears, to get over these stories that you tell yourself, and some of them that I probably still deal with to this day, if I'm being honest. But I've learned a lot in a decade, and you will too. Okay. All right. Bucket number 3, industry peer fear. You're not just building a business, you might be performing for an audience. Okay. Are you afraid of what your peers might think if you invest in coaching or any continued education program? So let's talk about social media. You post something. What are friends and family going to think? Coworkers, other salon owners in your area. That's what I'm talking about when I say peers and friends. There might be other salon owners in your city, in your state, anywhere around the world. If you connect on social, what are your high school buddies going to think? Or your college friends, or your ex employees, or ex team members? Like any family members. What are your family members going to think? Okay. Are you afraid to maybe pivot your business model and afraid of what these people are going to think? Are you afraid to do things differently than other salon owners or stylists in your town? What are they going to think if I open a commission-based salon because my whole town and area is booth rent? And we can't do that here. They don't do this in this town. Ooh. Who gives a shit? Yes, I just said that. Are you afraid to post consistently? What are people going to think? Or to talk on your stories, or share your opinion, or to show your lifestyle or successes, or open a second location, or expand your current one, change your niche, fire all your men's clients, fire your color clients, do straight extensions, downsize your salon, or shall we say, sell your salon? You might have fear of judgment, being annoying. I don't want to be annoying to other people. Fear of people from your hometown watching, past employees or team members watching, other salon owners in your town watching. What if this doesn't work and everyone sees? What if I fail? I don't want to come off as braggy. Stop asking for opinions, or caring about other people's opinions, I should say, from people who have never been where you are or where you're going. I have to tell myself this over and over and over and over again. Why do I care so much about maybe 10 people's opinion, give or take? And that hold me back from my life and my business decisions. This episode hits home for me because I do care what other people think. I do. I'd be lying if I sat here and told you that I didn't care. I'm a human. I have a heart. I've had people tell me I'm heartless. I have a heart. I care a lot. And I have to remind myself these things every single day. It's a constant mental battle. You're not alone to think these things, but I do not let these other people's opinions stop me from pursuing my dreams, my goals, and moving on with my life. Okay? People will have opinions. People will misunderstand you. People will talk about you. And none of that means anything. Shame on them for talking about you. Shame on them for posting about you. Shame on them for tagging you in anything or sending you a nasty DM or a nasty comment. That only speaks volumes about them. Okay? So, 3 things that I want you to think about, implement, tell yourself if you are falling into this culprit. Okay? Number 1, make the decision first, explain later, or not at all. And I love this one because as I have aged, can I say aged, progressed in life, there's a lot of things that I don't feel the need to explain anymore. It's no one else's business but mine. Okay? But I'll still make the decision and I'll still go for it. You do not have to justify anything. Okay? So, number 2, stop over justifying everything and overthinking everything. Stop overthinking everything. I said, you do you, boo. And last but not least, number 3, let people have their opinions without making it mean something about you. Because it actually has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. I've had a lot of hate in my life in the last 18 months. A lot in the last year personally. And as sad as this is, this last one right here hit home. Let people have their opinions without making it mean something about me, because it doesn't have to do with anything to do with me. Nothing. It has everything to do with them. The gossip, the lies. I don't feel the need to explain myself. I have my core friends. I have people, lifelong friends that have been with me my entire life. I've got new friends, constantly meeting new people. I've had people that come into my life for a season or a reason, and some for a lifetime. It is hard. It's okay to care. You are going to care. All right. But do not let other people's opinions stop you from doing what you want to do and making intentional, strategic business decisions. You have to do what's best for you. You know, in the last year, what I've thought about selling my salon is caring about what everyone else thinks. I've cared a lot. And if I'm being very honest and vulnerable with you guys, are people going to think I failed? Are people going to think I'm selling my salon because I had team members leave? That's a fear of mine. Is it stopping me from selling my salon? No, it's not. I cannot care what a select few people think because their opinion doesn't matter. It really doesn't. I have to make what's a decision that's best for me, and selling my salon is 1000% what's best for me in this season and in this moment. Okay? And I don't need to justify that to anyone. So if you're worried about any of these things, raising your prices, working with an assistant, expanding, closing your salon, selling your salon, starting education, I'm going to encourage you, and not telling you not to care what other people think. That's not what I'm saying to do. Is like, be cold, close off, don't give a shit what other people think. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying to push past these fears, to do it anyway, and to drown out the noise. That's what I'm asking you to do. And hopefully I've given you guys some encouragement today, given you guys some buckets to compartmentalize some of these things into. All right. If you're waiting until everyone understands your decisions, agrees with your decisions, or approves of your decisions, you will stay exactly where you are forever. And I don't think that's where you want to be, right where you are, because it's sure as hell not where I want to be. Okay? Not everyone's going to agree with my decisions or approve of my decisions. Actually, a lot of people don't approve with my decisions, and that's okay. We've got big dreams to chase. So do you. Their opinions don't pay your bills. Your decisions do. Your habits do. Your routines do. Stop asking for opinions from people who aren't building what you're building. The louder their opinions get, the more important it is that you trust your own. Okay? So good. So good. I'm going to end it right there because I think that last quote, I'm saying one more time, we're going to end it because it's so good. The louder their opinions get, the more important it is that you trust your own. And there was a time, I will say, when I lost several team members, I'll say in the last 2 years, that for about 6 months I shut down. Was so scared to give my opinion or jump on anyone's toes or anyone else have backlash or anything that I wasn't true to who I was. And I got small. That's not who I am. Not even close. And those opinions were loud. They were very loud. So it's important that you trust your own. You know who you are, and you don't have to prove it to anyone. Okay? So I hope I give you some encouragement to make the decision to go for it. You do you. All right? I wanted to record this episode for a while now, so I'm so happy that we got it out there. As always, we're going to put in the show notes a link if you want us to talk about anything, podcast topics. I like to hear from you guys. And every week we're getting good podcast topics. So I try to take what you guys want. I take all that into consideration and to craft upcoming episodes, series based upon what you guys are struggling with right now or what you guys want to hear or how I've tackled this or overcome this. So I'm going to put that in the show notes. If there's something you want us to talk about, please go put it right there in that form. So, okay. I love you guys very much. I'll see you guys right here, same time, same place next week. Bye guys.